Greetings everyone, and welcome to ASMR Gaming News. Please hit that like button, sit back, relax, and let's begin. So we have a lot of Nintendo news this week, but most of that will be near the end of this video because there's so much. So let's get through some of the other pieces of news first. A pretty good news week, to be honest. So first, Sony clarified after their PlayStation 5 spec information livestream reveal video that went up. They did a live stream. It's a video on their channel right now. But yeah, basically, Sony talked a lot about the PlayStation, and after this live stream, some people were kind of confused about backwards compatibility, whether they could play all their PS4 games or only some PlayStation 4 games on the PlayStation 5. Well, Sony quickly came out to clarify some things, and they said the following. They said it will play the majority of PS4 games, and not only will it play them, it will play those games with an improved frame rate and higher resolution. So that's good enough for me. If it's going to be able to play most of the PS4 games, you know, like 95%, and they're going to look better and run better, then I'll be happy. So good clarification there from Sony. I wish they would have said that during the live stream, but they had to clarify it shortly after. Next, Sony updated their PlayStation 5 official website, and they said that it is going to be releasing in 2020, so it is coming this year, and just wait for them to announce, further information. So, seems like PS5 is going to happen this year. There's been some rumors of people saying it's going to be delayed, but doesn't seem like it. Sony is insisting that it's coming soon, so hopefully before holiday season 2020. Looks awesome. I can't wait for the PS5. So Konami came out because there were a lot of rumors about Konami last week, especially about them possibly rebooting the Silent Hill series or any Silent Hill game for the PlayStation 5. Well, Konami came out to say, no, that's completely fake, and we are not doing that. So, yeah, sad to disappoint everyone, but yeah, it seems like those rumors about a new Silent Hill game aren't going to be happening anytime soon. So, yeah, Konami was quick to come out and say, no, we're not doing that. So, sadly, it's not the case. I wish we would get a new Silent Hill game, but it seems like it's not happening anytime soon. Call of Duty Black Ops, there is a rumor that in 2020, this year of course, the new Call of Duty game is going to be a reboot of Black Ops, the first Black Ops game. Kind of like how Modern Warfare is a reboot of the original Modern Warfare series, kind of. It feels like they're going to try to make a new Black Ops game and like reboot the original series. So instead of getting a new Black Ops continuing the series, after Black Ops 4, 3, 2, we're gonna get a new first game that's gonna be a new series. So this is just a rumor, by the way, so nothing's been officially confirmed, but seems like we might see something later this year. So hopefully that's true. Black Ops was amazing. The first one, I really liked it. And then we got some information about yet another Call of Duty game. So it seems like Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2 is getting remastered. And this is not a rumor because it's leaked on a Korean ratings board where they rate video games, the content, whether it's suitable for children, teenagers, adults, ratings board, similar to the ESRB. Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2 Remastered randomly showed up in the last week there, so people were quick to spot it. So either we're gonna get a new Black Ops game this year, or we're getting a remastered Modern Warfare 2. Either way, fans are gonna be very, very excited because both of those games are held in extremely high regard by the Call of Duty community. We got two big game releases in the last week. First game that a lot of people are waiting for is Doom Eternal, the latest entry in the Doom series, the Doom franchise. And it broke every single record of every previous Doom game. Apparently it sold more in its opening weekend than any other Doom game in the history of the series. So the developers are extremely happy about this. People absolutely are enjoying Doom Eternal. It's doing great. It's like #1 on a lot of sales charts for gaming, like on PS4, Xbox, PC. So yes, Doom Eternal is out. It's awesome. It has gotten very good reviews, and the sales reflect that very, very well because it's basically broken every other record that the series has had up until this point. So, wow. And the other game that came out in the last week, which has also done insanely well, is Animal Crossing on the Nintendo Switch, New Horizons. And let me tell you something about this. Wow, this game is the fastest selling Nintendo Switch game of all time at the moment. It has broken records in North America, in Europe, and especially in Japan. Now, according to this information, it has sold out so bad, not bad, but it has sold out so well in Japanese stores that they're actually empty shelves. People have bought all the Nintendo Switch systems and all of the copies of the game, so they have to wait for new Switch systems to get brought into the store just so they can buy the game digitally because they're sold out everywhere. So most of you probably know Pokemon. Pokemon's a really big series, sells extremely well. Well, the last Pokemon game did not even get close to the numbers that Animal Crossing on Nintendo Switch is doing right now. So there's an insanely high amount of Animal Crossing fans out there. So yeah, they're basically outselling Pokemon in this launch week of Animal Crossing. It's crazy. It's breaking all sorts of records. Nintendo is very, very happy, I'm sure. People are talking about this all over YouTube, Twitch, Twitter, Instagram, people posting photos, talking about playing the game. I've even been seeing TikToks of people playing Animal Crossing. So yeah, it's doing very, very well, very popular, breaking all sorts of Nintendo Switch records. So fastest best-selling Switch game almost, it's crazy. And now let's get to all of the Nintendo stuff. So this is what happened. Nintendo randomly announced a mini Nintendo Direct all of a sudden earlier today, and people were like, wait, what? We're getting a Nintendo Direct? Hooray! Because we've been waiting for a Nintendo Direct for such a long time, so when this showed up, people got very happy. So first off, Super Smash Bros. Ultimate is getting a brand new DLC fighter, part of the expansion DLC pass, and it's going to be a character from ARMS. ARMS is a Nintendo game, kind of like a fighting game with, check it out for yourself. It's an interesting fighting game, kind of like boxing. There's all sorts of abilities and stuff like that. I played the demo back when it was first coming out. But yeah, that's going to be the DLC fighter is going to be a character from ARMS, so the Smash Brothers community is excited about that. Next, Nintendo showed off a new action game that's about ninjas and bubblegum. Yes, ninjas and bubblegum. This is kind of like an arena shooter fighter of some kind. Kind of reminds me of Splatoon a little bit. And it's called Ninjala. And yeah, I think I'm gonna need to play this when it comes out. You basically fight with bubblegum and weapons. Looks a lot like Splatoon. It has ninjas. I love ninjas. It has bubblegum. And I love bubblegum, so I feel like someone made this game for me. So I'm gonna need to check this one out. Trailer's out and everything, so if you're interested, check out Ninjala. It looks really nice. Next, Pokemon Sword and Shield got an expansion pass trailer revealing, new Pokemon, new areas, stuff like that we can expect in the expansion pass. So Pokemon fans are very excited about that. They're looking forward to that. Expansion pass seems like it's gonna be pretty good for the price, like have a decent amount of content, so that's great. This came as a big surprise. All 3 BioShock games are coming to the Nintendo Switch. So yes, BioShock 1, 2, and Infinite are all coming to the Switch as part of like a collection. So wow, was not expecting that, but people are excited. Wow, that's pretty cool. Next, this is important news. This is like the first time since the Nintendo GameCube that this is happening. Burnout Paradise is going to be releasing on the Nintendo Switch later this year. It's the remastered version of Burnout Paradise, and wow, for those that don't know, back on the GameCube, I think we got 1 or 2 Burnout games, and then after that, Burnout was like, no, we hate Nintendo, we're never going to release on them ever again. And they've been putting games on, PlayStation 2, Xbox, PS3, Xbox 360, PS4, Xbox One, but never, ever on Nintendo Switch. They even put out a game on the, let me see, I think they put out a game, Burnout game, on the PlayStation Vita, if I remember. And even that was not on the Nintendo Switch or anything, so unless you count the Nintendo Wii getting Need for Speed, which was kind of made by the Burnout developers, I don't think that counts. But yeah, this is a groundbreaking moment for Nintendo to finally get a official Burnout game again, even though it's a remastered one. That's pretty cool. It's gonna be a lot of fun playing that on Switch. Burnout Paradise is like really, really good Burnout game, so gonna be great to be able to play that outside, when you're in the car, when you're on a bus, on a train, busy, going who knows where, when you're at like a party or at the park and you just want to play something quickly. That's a good game to play. Next, Nintendo showed off Xenoblade Chronicles Definitive Edition. This is gonna be like the special definitive edition of Xenoblade Chronicles with new extra content, an epilogue story, and it's launching May 29th. So yes, coming out pretty soon, just a few months away. Really excited about that. Xenoblade Chronicles, by the way, is considered to be one of the best RPGs on the Nintendo Wii that barely anyone played, so I'm excited that more people will get the chance to play the game now. The main character is called Shulk, and he's a fighter in Super Smash Bros. Ultimate, so if you know that game, chances are you know who Shulk is. So I think more people are going to pick up the game now because they know Shulk and they like him, so I'm really excited. Next, Square Enix mentioned that Bravely Default 2 is going to be coming out in 2020, so sometime later this year, and they dropped a free demo for anyone to download on the Nintendo Switch eShop, and it's available right now. So I need to go download that demo, check it out. I'm a big fan of the Bravely Default games. I played Bravely Default and Bravely Second, so I can't wait to play Bravely Default 2. The game looks just like Bravely Default. It continues like with a new story. Music is fantastic. The areas look beautiful in like HD now, so this is going to be a really good RPG to play on the Switch. I can't wait for that to come out. I have to check out the demo. Borderlands is coming to the Nintendo Switch as part of a legendary collection with all 3 games on the Switch. So Nintendo is killing it with the announcements. They just announced it or a direct, and here we are getting all of these great games. So yes, if you love Borderlands, you're going to be able to play all 3 of the games on the Switch now as part of this legendary collection. So that's awesome. This next one surprised me. Panzer Dragoon, the remake of Panzer Dragoon, is officially out on the Nintendo Switch today. It's only like $25, and you can buy it. For those that don't know, Panzer Dragoon, the series, came out on the Sega Saturn, a system which no one bought in North America. The game is extremely rare and expensive, especially the later Panzer Dragoon games. The music, though, in these games is like legendary. Just search Panzer Dragoon music on YouTube. You'll probably find the soundtrack, listen to one or two tracks. People praise the music for this game, and yet no one actually got the chance to play it because it's very rare, very expensive. It was only released on one system, and now it is finally available in like this remake version for the Switch. So I can't wait to buy and download that. I can't wait to play it, experience that game, listen to the music. And it's going to be a Switch exclusive for about a month. And then apparently it's going to be coming out on like PS4 and PC as well. So I'm excited for more people to get to finally play this game for the first time, because I think it's pretty good. It's like a on-rail shooter game. You're on a dragon, shooting at enemies and stuff while epic music is playing. So kind of like an arcade-style game, but it's a good one. Mr. Driller makes his return with a new game, Drill Land, coming out on the Nintendo Switch this June. So it's been a while that we haven't gotten a Mr. Driller game. I want to say since like the 3DS or Nintendo DS. It's been a while, so it's nice to see him back. I'm sure fans are happy. Next, this is interesting. Star Wars Episode 1 Racer, the pod racing game that came out on the Nintendo 64, is getting a remade version that's coming out on the Nintendo Switch, PS4, Xbox, and like PC. I think it's coming out on everything basically. There's a trailer out. The graphics look better because it's being remastered, you know, with modern visuals. They're upgrading the textures a little bit and stuff, so it looks good. But yeah, people are finally going to be able to play the epic pod racing game again. Star Wars Episode 1 Racer is held in high regard by Star Wars fans that love video games. That one is one that people have been asking for a very long time, so it's nice to see that actually coming out. There's a trailer and everything. It's coming out on the Switch, so can't wait. And last game that was kind of announced for the Switch during this mini Nintendo Direct is this free-to-play shooter loot game. I want to say it's like a battle royale, but it's not a battle royale because it's not like, you know, Apex or Warzone or any of those games, or H1Z1. Basically, you land in an area or you start in an area, you loot, you loot up, you get weapons, and then you have to play like strategically, eliminate other enemies on the map and stuff, and basically survive. You can also help others not engage in fighting if you don't want to, try to win like strategically. It was an Xbox exclusive for the longest time, and now it's going to be officially launching on Nintendo Switch this fall, so that's nice. So yeah, next piece of news is not related to Nintendo. Now we're moving on to the news of our times, I guess. So PlayStation came out with a statement this week saying that they're going to be restricting the download speeds on the PlayStation Network, starting in Europe and then in North America. So as of right now, Europe and North America have very, very low download speeds on PlayStation Network because Sony has decreased it because they want more people to be able to use their PlayStations and not have to worry about servers crashing. So restricting the speed so more people can be on, but in a way I'm kind of disappointed because now it's going to take even longer to download games. But Sony's doing this, you know, because of the virus and everything going on right now, so hey, disappointing, but I understand why they had to do it. Next, GDC, if any of you remember a few weeks ago, I've been talking about this, 2020 got canceled or delayed. Well, now they officially gave us the new date for GDC in 2020, it's going to be in August. So this is when they postponed it to August, a few months away, so not too bad. Nice to see that they've at least postponed. Kind of crazy that E3 couldn't postpone to like August as well, but hey, at least GDC did that, so I'm sure game developers are going to be excited to go to their official conference later this year. Nintendo this week closed their official repair service, so if your Nintendo Switch, 3DS, or any other Nintendo system breaks in North America, you're not going to be able to send it in for repair. They closed that repair service because they don't want people working on devices that have maybe been in contact with a lot of other people because of the virus, of course. So they just sent everyone home, and no one is working there right now. So if your Switch breaks, you're probably going to have to buy a new one unless you want to wait a few months. And lastly, this actually is pretty nice news. Nintendo of America donated thousands of respirators to fire and rescue teams all over the United States. So that's really nice of them. Respirator masks are like really expensive, especially right now. There's like a shortage and stuff, so Nintendo bought thousands of them and is donating them to like law enforcement, people that need them, hospitals, stuff like that in the Washington area around Nintendo of America's offices, but also to the rest of the US. So props to Nintendo for that. It's nice to see a video game company doing something good, so good job, Nintendo. Kind of wish more people did that, but I guess that shows that Nintendo really is one of the good ones. So anyway, thank you all for listening, for watching. Please be sure to like, comment, share, and subscribe. If you want to help out the channel, check out the Patreon at patreon.com/ASMRGaming. With as little as $1 a month, you can be included in monthly shout-out videos and all sorts of other cool stuff, so definitely do that if you can. And yeah, I'll see you all next time, so thanks again, and so long, and